Mario's going to start us off this hour, and he is in Atlanta. Hey, Mario, how are you?
I'm doing better than I deserve, as you would say, Dave. I'm doing great. Glad to be on the show.
We're honored to have you, sir. How can we help?
So the big point is I'm fairly new. I'm not new to you, but fairly new to the show, and I'm really on fire and on board about just becoming financially free, debt-free. The teachings that you and your team teach are phenomenal. And my big question is, I want to know the best way to get my wife on board with implementing some of the drastic changes that we would need to make in order to get to that point. I make a pretty good, I have a strong income. I know all of our debt areas. I know the areas that, where I feel like we're, spending too much or overindulging, but I know that I'm going to get some resistance with the changes that we're going to need to make in order to get to where I know that we can get to.
Give me an example of one of the changes that you think you need to make that you think you're going to get resistance
on. Some areas of convenience, like going out to eat a lot, or ordering food.
How much debt have you got?
A lot of, including house.
No, not including house.
Okay. Credit card debt, I'm at about $15,000 credit card debt. Student loans total around $75,000. And I have one car that's not completely paid off, and I think we owe $12,000 on that car.
And what's your household income?
$175,000.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it's a great income. So Mario, what's causing you to believe that she's going to have a hard time with all of this? Is it comments she's made? Is it something that in your head you just know her and you know what's going to be coming? Has she given you clues on it? Like,
I want to know. Oh yeah.
I have proof.
So yeah, absolutely. Yeah, comments she's made. There's other things that I've
so why
implemented.
So then, for her in these conversations, what are her hesitations?
So, a lot of it has to do with our kids.
Okay.
So, like, for instance, I'll say, okay, hey, we've completely paid off this particular credit card. We're not going to use it. We're going to put it up. Interest rate is high on this thing. It doesn't make sense in paying somebody to borrow from my future self. I do all of that. And she's like, great, sounds good. But then time will go on, and I'll see charges on the credit card. And then when I say, hey, what happened here? Why did this take place? And it was like, oh, well, I had to do this. I had to make this decision and do this. And,
Yeah.
And so it's just kind of like, these things, come up. Like I said, a lot of times it's with the girls.
Yes.
My kids.
Sure. And it's life, right? Because you guys have not put systems in place for life to look different. So you're still keeping the credit card. We're going to put this credit card over here, and we shouldn't touch it, but it's still there. Get rid of it. Do you guys have a written budget that you have together, sharing an account, saying, hey,
Yep.
here's the line item for the kids. This is what we're going to spend on the kids. Here's the line item for you, me, food, out to eat, clothes. Here's where every single dollar this month is going.
I've done all of that.
No, have you guys together? No, Mario, have you guys together done that? Have we done that, or have you done that?
So I have done it, and I've shared it, and it's communicated. This looks good. I'm on board. Let's do it. Let's run this plan, and we'll start running the plan. And
okay, I totally. So Mario, I also think. I'm sure Ramsey has become a cuss word in your house because a little bit of me, I'm fearful that you're using this against her because I don't believe your wife is malicious. I think she's a great mom, probably a great wife. And so these things, life is just happening to her, and she's reacting, obviously not in the way that you prefer or that even what we would teach, right? She's going charging the credit card, all that.
Fair.
But it's not malicious. And so I think that there needs to be a higher level conversation to say, okay, you and I together as a couple, where do we want to be? What do we want life to look like in 5 years? What do we want? What is our why? Like, does she have any level of pain or stress around money? Is she worried in any way? Like, I want you guys to
Yeah. Me for the most part, I am.
The weight's on you.
I don't want to have to work until I retire.
100%.
I don't want to have to.
Totally.
And right now, I'm the.
Listen.
She's a homemaker.
You're treating her like she's your teenage daughter. She's not a partner
Gotcha.
She's not a partner in any of this. You're just bringing the budget and laying it down, giving some instructions about a credit card, and then you're shocked that she didn't do what you told her to do. She's not a partner. Rachel's right. You need to get above this, and the two of you need to sit down with the kids away or the kids in bed and say, we have $102,000 in debt. We make $175,000. That makes us stupid people. We need to change some stuff here. We're broke and we make $175,000 a year. We have got to, as a couple, aim at something bigger than kids' clothes. Lord Jesus,
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, and so we've got to have a big plan that we're going at. Now, honey,
And he feels
I know, but this is him and his wife talking. Okay,
Yes.
we have to get on the same page. I do not want to be your daddy. I don't want to be your daddy. I want to be your husband, and I need like a grown woman beside me, helping me make decisions about our future.
And she needs an input in all of that,
and then she gets input.
She gets to say.
And then, by God, when she gives input, it's a contract.
Yes. Yes.
But she has no reason.
Wow.
She has no contract with you now because you dictated it to her and walked away, and then were shocked that she went and bought kids' clothes on a credit card because she had no buy-in.
Right.
She had no buy-in. None whatsoever.
Yeah.
She didn't have a voice in this, and she has no belief in the overall vision. She was just going along with you.
Yes. And I would say this, too, just as an encouragement, Mario, that the conversations that I feel like Winston and I, the best conversations we have around money is not really even about money. It's more like, hey, let's just dream. And in 5 years, what do we want our life to look like? How old are the girls going to be? What kind of car do we want to drive? What vacations do we take? What do we want to be giving to in general? Like, allow your numbers then to motivate you to your goals together as a couple, where you guys both want to go. And then the day-to-day plays into that. But kind of, I'm
looking at her and I'm going, I make $175,000 a year. I'm really not okay with us being broke.
I think that's
crazy.
fair. Yes.
It's just crazy.
But also there's a level, yes, I know, but there's also a level marriage-wise to get above it to have a conversation as a couple.
I think it's all of that.
Yeah.
I think it's every bit of that. But I think you got to say, look, we're sloppy.
Yeah.
We're disorganized.
Yes.
We're fat.
And
we need to
what can we do to help you for the wife?
What can we do together to fix this?